He scores! Hello and welcome from inside Baxter Arena here in Omaha, Nebraska, where the Jayhawks are set to take on the Creighton Bluejays. I'm Gabe Daniel. Joining me today is Richie Obaid. And Richie, you know, the Jayhawks obviously had a tough weekend against the Huskers, and they're looking to bounce back. You know, what do they have to do differently?
You know, I think to do differently is we really need to forecheck a little bit better, and we also need to create more rush out on offense. I think against Nebraska this past weekend, we were kind of flat-footed on the offense, so if we get things rolling on there, we should be good against Creighton.
And one of the biggest challenges for the Jayhawks this weekend is they are down a few key players. And I was talking to Andy McConnell, and he said that this is a chance for the younger guys, the newcomers, to really step in and learn how to win and help the team win, you know, and just having those key players not come this week. And I believe they're without Aiden Matthey, they're without Lance Medina, and they're without our senior defenseman Connor Morgan, as that's just one of the things that just happens with club hockey. And it's always a great test when you head into your first road series as well. So just got to see what happens. It looks like there will be an anthem this weekend. The starters for the Jayhawks, none other than, it looks like Blake Hearn and Caleb Dusso. So a little bit of a change than what was announced on Twitter. Then up front, it looks like it'll be senior number 10, Alex Adler at center, with Will Vitopka and Malcolm Johnson at the wing. So back on defense again, that's going to be Dusso and Hearn, with Adler, Vitopka, Johnson up front, and of course in net will be number 30, Mitch Miles. Miles, who really just battled last week, and he was a little under the weather for that Saturday game and ended up going in to finish it out after the 5-0 start for the Huskers. And we don't have a roster for the Blue Jays, but it looks like the numbers for them starting are going to be number 5, number 11, number 20, number 8, and number 15. And then in goal, I believe that is number 30. So we'll step aside for the national anthem. And that'll do it for the anthem. And as always, teams will head to the benches, get their helmets back on, and receive one last pep talk from the coaches before the puck drops. And I'd say one advantage that Kansas has heading into this game is they've already played in a couple games, whereas this is the season opener for the Creighton Bluejays. So it looks like they're still going to have to find their chemistry in a game situation when the Jayhawks have already had that. And for about, let's say, the last two periods of that Saturday game against Nebraska, Kansas was the better team. So we'll see if they can carry that momentum they finished off with here into this one.
Couldn't agree more. We looked great in the last 2 periods. I mean, Nebraska went on a 5-0 run. After that, they didn't score the rest of the game. We scored 2, so let's see if we can bring this into here.
So it looks like taking the face-off for the Blue Jays will be number 20 against Alex Adler. And again, I do apologize to the Creighton fans who might be watching today. We don't have a roster, so we don't know the names with the numbers yet. But a quick shot by number 15 for the Blue Jays as it goes off the blocker of Miles, and quickly getting it out is Will Vitopka. Headman pass. It looked like he tried to find Johnson. That one goes a little too far, and number 11 for the Blue Jays will get things going. He tries to wrap it around the pass, had a little too much on it, and it'll go the length for an icing. Just a stoppage about 23 seconds in.
Quick icing. Creighton's already coming out shooting to start. It's good for Mitch Miles to see something early, get his eyes adjusted, because this arena does have a little sunlight coming in on the right side, right behind Miles, so it'll be interesting to see if that plays a factor in today's game.
As the faceoff is won by Kansas, do so with a backhand, sitting it to the corner. Then Johnson's going to race there from the Jayhawks. A nice hit there on 20 as he was able to strip the puck away. Vitopka, a nice stick lift. Now Johnson getting it right back. Johnson to Adler up front. Shot, they score! Alex Adler, less than a minute in, gets the Jayhawks on the board, making it 1-0.
What a great start for the Jayhawks on this road trip. Way to get Alex Adler right on the scoring sheet right as we start this game. Not even a full minute in. An absolute picture-perfect start for Kansas hockey.
And it looks like they might have to adjust the clock a little bit. It looks like it ran for about 16 more seconds. As I'll adjust that real quick here.
We ran into that same problem against Nebraska last game.
And it looks like the Blue Jays now with it. It's going to be number 18 on the right wing. Tries to cut through the center, but a nice poke check there by Hearn. And Dusso gets it right back. As it's going to be up to Barker. Barker on the right wing. A saucer pass trying to find Feeney. But it's quickly sent back the other way. Now thrown into the zone. Caleb Dusso on it. Dusso trying to find Feeney down the middle. Just goes a little far. No icing as Feeney got it in the corner. Feeney able to shake off the hit. As Fontanetta tried to go in to help him out there. As Ben Williams now missed last week, and he's back into the lineup, and he'll be skating with Cole Walsh today as number 30 left it 4-2. 2 off the glass, able to send it out, but Cole Walsh went on the line there, and John Hannigan goes in to help the Jayhawks out. Now Reed with it. Reed shoots one, and it looks like it hits the stick of number 14 up front. And Ben Williams racing in there, keeping play alive for the Jayhawks. As Fontanetta try to play it off the boards, and the Blue Jays break it out, and a nice poke check there at center ice. It's going to be number 35 for the Blue Jays, backhanding it in. Now Cole Walsh on it for the Jayhawks. Walsh off the boards, finding it over to Williams. Williams now getting pressured there. Brandon Fontanetta back in to help him out. Number 10 for the Blue Jays, try to pass to the slot, but breaking that one up was number 7, Jackson Reed. Now number 19 for the Blue Jays, throws it to the corner. Williams gets there first, but the Blue Jays get it right back. This is going to be 13 over 23. A shot up front, just missing the net there, going wide a little bit. Now Walsh trying to use the body. This pass to the point over to number 19, who finds 23 to number 10 in the slot. No good there as the shot couldn't go on net. Now 13, toe dragging around. His shot in the slot blocked up front by Cole Walsh, and Hannigan able to backhand that one out, but the Blue Jays force it right back in. Now with it again, Hannigan tried to clear it, but not out. And a nice kick save there by Mitch Miles as it's thrown back in, and that'll get a change going for the Blue Jays. Now Walsh dodging off a hit there. They got it out of the zone, but the Blue Jays get it right back. It's going to be number 19. He'll shoot one short side, and it looks like Miles had a piece of it. It's going to be back behind the net now. Is it still loose? Now back over to 19 at the hash marks. He'll go back under the goal line, trying to pass it to the slot. Number 22 backhanding it, and it looks like Miles will cover it up. And that gives a chance for things to slow down just a little bit.
Things have been up to a quick pace already about 4 minutes in. It's good for Kansas to finally play with the lead, the first lead of all season we're playing with. Mitch Miles seems to be on it today too. The sun's starting to really peek through those glass right by Mitch Miles.
Is Adler. Looks like he tried to win the face-off over to the top. The puck finds its way over to number 11. His shot blocked up front as it's banked off the boards. Number 12 for the Blue Jays with it. 12 button hooks around. He's pressured off the puck there by Vitopka. As he'll pass it over to number 11. 11 backhands it into the corner. Over to Schubert. Schubert up to Johnson. Johnson backhands it. Got it out of the zone. And it's quickly dumped back in as the Blue Jays will have to regroup. It's going to be Roberts over to Vitopka. Vitopka finds it to Johnson. Now Johnson on the left wing. He'll bank it off the boards. Number 11 for the Blue Jays. Around over to, I believe that's number 5. And a headman pass for number 20. Quickly sent back the other way by the Jayhawks. Johnson, a toe drag move around number 11. Able to shake off the hit before skating it to the corner. But the Blue Jays able to strip that one away. Now a headman pass up to 20 on the right wing. He'll cut to the center before taking a shot, and a kick saved there by Miles. And a really important one. Strahan, a nice little battle in front of the bench, and it looks like taking that one away is Adler. Adler in the clear, shoots one, and a blocker save there by number 30. Off the rebound, Strahan couldn't quite put it home. And it looks like there's going to be a little pushing and shoving there. I believe that's Malcolm Johnson and number 5 on the Blue Jays.
That was a great breakaway save by Mitch Miles. Way to keep in front of him. He's starting off really good behind net. These things are already getting chippy here against Creighton about 5 minutes in this game.
Yeah, the right idea there. It's number 30, but Mitch Miles is on the other end. Now the face-off tossed up by Barker. Reinhardt on it. A backhand pass up front. A shot there by Kim, but it looks like it just goes over the stick of number 30 for the Blue Jays. It's taken away by number 35. Back over to Reinhardt, and a huge open ice hit right there. And it looks like Griffin Barker getting knocked back down. Now Duso able to throw it to the corner, and physicality starting to ramp up. As it looks like it was taken away by Kim. Kim leaving it back over for Hearn. A cross ice pass over to Duso. As it's going to be Duso. Loses control. Back over to Hearn, who then finds it across to Feeney. Feeney try to get it over to Reinhardt, but it's taken away by number 9 for the Blue Jays. He sauces one that goes wide. And then racing in there to get the puck was Barker. And then Feeney, a nice hit in front of the bench. As it looks like the puck went out of play, but action will keep going. And a nice hit there along the boards by Reinhardt. The puck finds its way over to Miles, and we will finally get a whistle as the physicality is starting to ramp up here.
Yeah, things are really getting chippy. About already 2-3 open ice hits. Already a scuffle by Creighton's net too. Things are getting hot already in the first period. See, this physicality stays throughout the whole game. So a quick shot from Creighton right off the face-off win.
As it's going to be Walsh off the boards up to Reed, who gets upended there. As it's past to 23, a spin around shot going wide there. Number 13 on the rebound for the Blue Jays. In the corner, he'll stop, he'll wait before passing it to the point. It looked like it tipped the stick of Reed. Instead, a pass to number 10 in the slot. Shot kicked away there by Miles. As the Jayhawks cleared it, couldn't get it out. As Walsh now with it. Walsh, looks like he threw that one right to his own bench.
I will say, even though we are winning 1-0, the Jayhawks are having a tough time getting out their D zone. Creighton's pressure is really keeping us on our toes right now. It's another face-off in our D zone.
As it's won by the Blue Jays, a shot from the point right away goes high and wide as Schubert tries to throw it up over to Hannigan. Hannigan passing it over to Fontanetta, who lost control, quickly getting it stripped away by 17, and it's sent back the other way. Now Zach Roberts for the Jayhawks on the puck, a headman pass. Try to find Will Vitopka, is dodging a hit there was number 19. And a lucky dodge there, and a nice reverse hit back in the corner by Schubert. So he was able to spin off one man. Now 19, passing it over to 6, who then throws it into the corner. Now back on it is Roberts. Roberts trying to find Hannigan, but quickly taken away for 22. His shot hit a stick of a man up front, and it looks like Will Vitopka will be heading to the box.
Yeah, he pushed him right in the back, right in front of the ref too. Easy call for him. So now KU's gonna be down a man for 2 minutes.
As we wait to see what the official call is, and it looks like it will be a cross check, as the Jayhawk penalty kill will be out there. Creighton gets a chance to even the game up on the power play as Will Vitopka is off for 2 minutes. That's a cross check.
Let's see if KU's penalty kill can do something right here in the early start of this game. A kill would be huge going forward in this game. We dealt with a lot of penalties against Nebraska in that series, so let's hope this isn't a sign of the same here.
And it looks like they're waiting on the officials table. So we finally have the penalty on the board. And it looks like the Jayhawks clear it down right away. Number 11 with it. He's going to be chased by Jackson Reed back behind his own net. Number 20 with it. Has to drop pass it back over to 11. As it's going to be up over to 20. 20 on the right wing. He'll stop right at the hash marks before skating it back up, and it's going to be taken away by Reed, who then just dumps it down, and they'll get a change going. So a good shift there by Jackson Reed on the penalty kill. As he had a good pressure down in the Creighton zone, and then a good clear to get a change going, as it's going to be taken away by Johnson. Then quickly regaining possession was Creighton, as number 35 had control, and now Dusso able to chop that one out of the zone. It goes right to the Jayhawk bench.
Good PK already, about a minute and 2 seconds in. Great clearing by Jackson Reed, pressuring. Just got to keep doing what we're doing. Make sure Creighton doesn't set up any offense in our D zone.
So there was about one good chance there for Creighton by number 35, but it looked like it was blocked by a man up front. So it just shows again one of the things that happened a lot last weekend for the Jayhawks was just the willingness to lay down the body and help out Mitch Miles. As number 3 lost control of the puck, Ben Williams goes in to help. A drop pass to over to number 9, and a nice defensive play there by Malcolm Johnson. Now it's going to be number 9 with it for the Blue Jays. He'll pass it over to number 5. Number 5 back to 9. 9 getting pressured there by Johnson. He'll curl around before sending a pass to the deep slot. 5 catches it back from number 3, and a shot from the point covered up there by the glove of Mitch Miles.
Great glove sub by Miles. Ever since the second half of that Nebraska game, he's been on it. He hasn't let anything get past him, and I see he's continuing to do that here in this game. It's about 27 seconds left on this penalty for Creighton until KU is even strength. About 10:30 left in the first period.
So 1-0 still the score. Creighton starting to really just dominate possession a little bit here, as whenever the Jayhawks get it into the zone, they really haven't had a chance to get a shot off. Now another shot from the point by number 5. This time hitting the leg pad of Miles originally, and then he'll cover it up.
Great cover up by Mitch Miles. He is on it today. He's really got his eyes ahead of him right now.
Nice physical play in the corner by number 16, Blake Hearn, forces number 23, the Blue Jays, to pass it up to number 5. Now 23 with it again, getting pressured by Hearn, and now Adler. Adler had a piece of it, but couldn't quite get full control, as it was Blake Hearn who was able to play it off the glass and dump it down, and the Jayhawks are back to full strength. So a successful penalty kill As Duso, a backhand pass across the blue line over to Hearn, and then Vitopka able to backhand it in as he was just down to the knees as the Blue Jays with it. It's going to be sent up over to number 12. Number 12 tries a shot, finding the glove of Mitch Miles once again, and I have a feeling that's going to be another thing we talk about a lot today. Mitch Miles just has a magnet for the puck right there in his glove.
Couldn't agree more with you, and that's a great penalty kill, too, for us early in this game going forward. It's huge momentum-wise.
So a face-off won by the Blue Jays. It's number 14 passing it across over to number 2, who then threw it to the corner as number 17 will be on it. And it's intercepted there by Feeney as Barker got it out of the zone, couldn't quite maintain control, so number 12 for the Blue Jays with it again. Jonah Kim going in to fight the puck loose. He'll try to get it over to Barker, and a nice poke check there by Williams. Kim getting the puck away again. Kim muffed on the pass there, and he's able to spin it around, getting it out. And then it's passed over to Barker, who then finds Feeney. Feeney back over to Barker, just barely grazes his stick, and it's going to be number 12. But quickly ready to beat him. There was Schubert with a nice poke check. Holding the line there was number 17 as he was able to send it away as it's a shot up front, kicked away there by Miles. Now number 12 for the Blue Jays on the rebound. It's a battle along the boards as Feeney was able to slap it away. Now it's going to be up over to Zach Roberts. Roberts, he'll throw it into the corner. Trying to go in there was Griffin Barker as it's thrown around the boards. The Blue Jays got it out of the zone, but Schubert tried to poke it right back. As Roberts sending it the other way, Strahan trying to poke it out. Roberts off the boards trying to get it to Reinhardt. As Roberts with it again. His headman pass intended for Reinhardt. Couldn't connect there. That'll get a change going for the Jayhawks. As now number 13 for the Blue Jays. He'll streak down center before crossing over to the right wing. His shot tipped wide as it's going to be taken away there by Hearn. Duso off the boards trying to find Reinhardt, but it goes right to the tape of number 19 for the Blue Jays, who then finds a headman pass up to number 11. Pressured by Strahan as it's forced to the corner. As trying to fight that puck loose was Hearn, and Hearn took a hit up high. The Jayhawk bench wanting a call there. And it looks like taking him down was Hearn. As it's going to be Caleb Duso with it now. Vitopka knocked down number 11 on the Blue Jays, and Duso getting the better end of the collision there. Now over to number 19 for the Blue Jays, who threw it up over to number 15. 15 getting pressured there by Williams. He'll cut to the slot, a shot off the shoulder of Miles, and sending it away was Will Vitopka. Big open ice hit right there in front of the bench on Creighton's number 3. As Vitopka, full of energy, one of the players that you could just really feel his absence last Saturday. As it's number 3 for the Blue Jays. His shot going high over to number 15 for the Blue Jays now. Down to 20, his shot right up front, covered up by Miles, and a whistle.
The physicality is not stopping at all. It's another open ice hit on number 3. And things are getting chippy this whole game. Turn my volume up. As the faceoff is in KUD zone, Creighton wins it.
And it looks like it's won by the Blue Jays. This is going to be number 22 with it. As it's going to be wrapped around over to Feeney. Feeney able to stay up there, but unable to get it out of the zone. As number 22 with it. Toe dragging his way around. It's going to be number 3. Shooting one through traffic, and another glove save by Miles.
Great vision on Miles to be able to see that through traffic. Be able to stop that from going in the net. Still 1-0 KU, 6:01 left in the first period. It's another face-off in KUD zone.
as it looks like the Jayhawks won this one as they try to dump it out. It went right over to number 18. His shot in the slot just gets right past Miles, and it is 1-1. As it's number 18 with it again. He tries to pass it over to number 5, and it's quickly sent back the other way. Roberts trying to headman pass up to Hannigan, and it'll go all the way back where the goaltender for the Blue Jays will play it. As it's wrapped around over to number 18, who made it a 1-1 game. As it's going to be number 3 down the right wing, trying to dodge a poke check from Schubert as it's passed up to number 9, and it looks like Miles played it to the corner. Now Roberts trying to use the physical play there to free the puck up and get it out of the zone for the Jayhawks. This is going to be Jackson Reed with it. Reed shrugged off the puck. Fontanetta coming up with the poke check there, but it goes right to the glove of Zach Roberts. He'll put it down right away. Now it's going to be Hannigan. It looks like he just dumps it to the corner. Fontanetta with it. A turnover right there, but the Blue Jays able to survive that one as it's going to be number 12 with it. He'll bank it off the boards over to number 6. The shot tipped up front. Now it's going to be Johnson trying to skate it out. He'll curl around as he got it over to Dusso. Dusso, fans on the pass. It's going to be caught by number 7. Across to 12. 12, poke checked away there by Malcolm Johnson. Johnson, a freshman from Edina. As it's wrapped around to number 6 for the Blue Jays. The Jayhawks really struggling to get it out of the zone. As off the boards, Hearn was able to play it, getting it out. And it's sent back the other way. Now Johnson around one man. Still with possession. A pass to the back door. Adler just nearly made it 2-1. As it looks like Vitopka lost control of the puck. Now number 35 skating it in, tries a shot short-sided. It looks like it might have ramped off the stick of Miles. As number 35 with it again. Tries a shot through traffic. Spinning it around was, I believe, number 6. And now Cole Walsh using the physical play there. Shot from the point going high. That was number 11. An assistant captain for the Blue Jays. Now Vitopka able to dodge one man. Instead, he'll choose to go for a line change as it's a saucer pass over to 35. Into the zone, over to Ben Williams. Williams off the boards, over to Malcolm Johnson. Johnson, cross ice, over to, I believe that was Griffin Barker. His shot just loose in the crease, but the Blue Jays able to pick up that rebound, and now they're going to have a break of their own. Number 19 skating through everybody, but Miles able to poke that one to the corner. Now Schubert trying to lay the body there. As the puck's left for Feeney. Feeney around the other way to Kim, off the boards, trying to find Barker. There's a shot there from number 35 sailing wide. As it's thrown to the corner, Cole Walsh trying to get it out for the Jayhawks as number 23 now has it. As it's going to be Feeney. Feeney trying to dump it out, but it looks like the Jayhawks are going to head to the power play. As a penalty was called in the corner, it looks like number 8 for the Blue Jays had either roughed or interfered with Feeney just down on the corner. As we're waiting to see what the official signal is, and it looks like it will be a roughing call.
Well, now it's a good opportunity for KU to be on power play with 2 minutes of man advantage. I mean, the story of the first period so far is the amount of possession that Creighton's been able to have it in the KUD zone. We've not been able to get our zone most of all game. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes along for the rest of this game.
So it looks like the faceoff was won by Creighton as they were able to get it out. It's going to be a shorthanded break for number 18. As he'll get a cross-ice pass over to number 9. His shot blocked up front, but able to glove it down right away was Cole Walsh, as that was just in the air. And Will Vitopka, one of the energy guys for the Jayhawks, will look to get the momentum shifted here. As he slowly hopped over the boards, I didn't quite see what happened, but it looks like he's showing just a little bit of pain. But either way, number 30 for the Blue Jays made a save there.
Just about 30 seconds in his power play. Haven't got much going. Shot on net, though. Glove save. Another face-off in Creighton D zone. Let's see if we get something quick off a draw. Now KU had 6 people on the ice. A little complications from the bench.
Looks like they got everything figured out now, as the face-off is won by Kansas, as it's going to be passed across over to Feeney. Feeney ripping one, but a block right there. The Jayhawks holding the line. It's going to be Malcolm Johnson with it. Over to Adler. Adler skating it up. Over to Johnson. Johnson back to Feeney. Feeney. The Jayhawks doing really good at cycling the puck here, looking for that open shot. This is going to be Adler from the point. He'll shoot one through traffic, and off the rebound, it looks like it'll be Roberts with it. And it looks like Ben Williams just took a little punch to the head, but it looks like the refs will let play go on, as it was just a little net front battle there.
Things are getting really physical. I mean, they've been physical all game, but things are not slowing down. I mean, we already have this call right here is a roughing, so, I mean, that just shows you how much physicality's been in this game. About 53 seconds left on this power play for KU. That was a good setup, way to get a play going. Let's see if we continue that and get something in the net. About a minute and 12 left in the first period.
Tied at 1 off the face-off. It is one back over to Johnson. Malcolm Johnson, one of the freshmen who's really started to impress myself with his physicality and how well he's been fitting into the system here. As it's going to be Feeney in the corner. Really getting rough down there. And it looks like going in to help him out is Johnson. So Feeney a little slow to get up. The Blue Jays dump it down, and you can really see the way the sun's starting to beam down onto the ice here. As it's passed over to Adler, who then lofts that into the zone. Racing after it is number 2 for the Blue Jays. It took a weird bounce off the boards, and holding the line there was Feeney. Feeney tried to leave it back over to Roberts, but the Hawks have to get back on side. As they're regrouping, number 3 will skate it down 3. His shot right to the chest of Miles, and quickly getting that puck away is Caleb Dusso. Dusso, one of the quarterbacks on this power play, loses control as Roberts tried a headman pass up to Barker. It's going to go all the way back. And it looks like there's just going to be about 2 seconds left here.
And we're back to even strength hockey, 5-on-5 for the last 2 seconds of this first period. Just make sure nothing funky happens here, and we'll be going to intermission 1-1. The sun is really beaming down this ice skate. It'll be interesting to see how that plays throughout the game.
So it looks like the faceoff is won by Kansas, but there was not enough time left to do anything with that. So we will head into the first intermission, tied here at 1. In Baxter Arena, I'm Gabe Daniel, joined alongside Richie Obaid. We'll be back just after this. back inside Baxter Arena, getting set for the second period of play, as both teams are not out on the ice quite yet. However, they're lined up and ready to go here at the tunnels. And it's a little nice homecoming game for number 20, John Hannigan. I believe he is from Omaha, and he played for Creighton Prep. And then another Nebraska kid, I think it's Zach Schubert. I might be wrong, as I'm slowly trying to learn the hometowns of all of our guys. But those are the two Nebraska guys for the Jayhawks, as both teams are finally back out onto the ice. You know, it was really rough stretch for the Jayhawks, as overall throughout that period they were outshot 22-7.
Wow, that's insane. And time of possession, we were getting killed too. So we just have to find a way to get out of our own D zone, stop playing with our backs to our own net, and see if we get something going on offense. I mean, we're lucky to be in the second period tied right now, 1-1. So, I mean, we really have to turn things up if we want to catch a win in this first game of this road series.
You're absolutely right, and I think that's kind of what Andy McConnell was talking about to his team here in the locker room. As I was talking to Paul Carney a little bit, one of the injured players on this Jayhawk team, who hopefully will be back soon. I know he's been skating at tryouts and a little bit of practices. A defenseman coming out of the Chicago area, as the Jayhawks heading over to Andy McConnell, huddling up, getting one last pep talk before the second period begins.
And it looks like on the ice, the sun is done peeking through the window. It looks like things are calming down. The clouds are taking over. So I don't think we have to worry too much about that anymore as this game goes on.
And a nice little view of part of the Omaha area. It's really nice how the windows are, but also just very unfortunate at the same time, just the angle of the sun, but you get a little nice view of the sunset as you're playing. And I know the lighting for the camera photography aspect of the media side is also not one of the best things, but either way, the game will continue as it was, tied here at 1. No change to the starters for the Jayhawks, as the faceoff is won by number 20. He got it back over to 11 for the Bluejays, and a quick cross-ice pass over to number 19, sending it right back to 11 off the board, trying to find 20, but it'll go the length for an icing. So just about 12 seconds in, we will get a stoppage.
Quick icing to start the first period. People just getting ready back in the groove. So faceoff will come in Creighton D zone. Let's see if the offense can get something going right here. Great opportunity early in the second period. As you said, only 12 seconds have expired. Let's see if we can get going.
As the faceoff is won by Creighton, but a nice tip there by Vitopka, as Duso is able to hold the line. Duso off the boards over to Adler, trying to find Vitopka on the back door. Then Johnson going for the rebound. No good there, but he's going to get called for a penalty.
Do not want to get a penalty to start the period early. It's the last thing you want. See if Kansas penalty kill can come up once again in this game.
I believe this one might be for a cross-check here as well. So we're waiting to see what the referee will signal, and that's exactly what it is. You know, just caught him at a bad angle. Malcolm Johnson's one of the bigger guys on this Jayhawk team, and just caught him at the right angle.
Now this face-off is coming in Kansas D zone. Our penalty kill needs to step up for these 2 minutes.
So looks like number 20 gets tossed out of the center, and it looks like winning that draw will be number 8. It's going to be number 11 for the Blue Jays. Gingerly, slowly passing it across over to 15, who finds 20. 20, his shot through traffic, hit a man up front, and it looks like Miles will jump on top of that one for a whistle.
Only 15 seconds has expired so far, already a shot. Miles again is playing great today, only 1 goal so far, and let's hope to see if he can keep it that way. There's again 1:45 left on this penalty.
As it's won back by Creighton once again. Number 11 with it. 11 takes a shot through traffic, and it goes a little wide there as the Jayhawks try to fight that one loose, but it looks like the referee lost sight, and we'll get another stoppage.
2 quick stoppages, not even 30 seconds have gone off. I mean, this is good and bad for us. Bad because another face-off in our D zone, but good because our players get a rest. We get our feet under us, get a better game plan. As now the refs are grouped together behind the net, discussing something. As we're waiting to hear the news.
And then for the Jayhawk faithful, choosing to spend their evening with us instead of the football team. Kansas now up 42-21. So another scoring drive for them, and there's about 2:39 left in that third quarter. So
is Kansas football about to be 3-0? Now that's a shocker.
Hopefully. As it's Creighton with possession of it now. Number 35 for the Bluejays. Poked away there by Hearn. Vitopka off the boards, able to clear it down. And leaving it for number 11 was the goaltender, number 30. Again, for any Blue Jay fans tuning in, I do apologize. We didn't get any roster, so we don't have any names to match the faces, and there's a big hit there by Will Vitopka in the corner as Caleb Dusso trying to force that one out. As it's going to be number 35 back to 11 for the Blue Jays. And a shot from the point, sailing high. Is curling around is number 8 now. The team captain for the Blue Jays over to 11. His shot through traffic, and they score. So a deflection up front gives the Blue Jays the lead on the power play.
Yeah, that's just one of those things where the penalty comes into play. We're down a man. It leaves a whole man open in front of Miles, and that's how a deflection goal happens. Right off the stick, Miles can't react to it quick enough, and just like that, KU is down 2-1 in this hockey game.
So 2-1 the score now. Creighton with the lead.
18:09 left this second period. A lot of time left for us to do something here.
As the faceoff is won by Creighton, they send it back the other way, but it's going to be Ben Williams, a cross-ice pass over to Cole Walsh. Walsh, a headman, intending it for Johnson, but quickly getting it away was number 3. Strahan was in there, a nice little poke check there, freeing it up as it went up to Feeney. Now Feeney in the clear on a breakaway. John Feeney going to the backhand, and a save there by number 30. He went crashing into the boards after that one. And it looks like the Blue Jays will ice the puck. So a great opportunity by number 18, John Feeney. Couldn't connect there.
It looks like Feeney actually might have hurt his hand on that play as he's checking his hand right now. Great chance on a breakaway. Just couldn't, no dice, couldn't put in the net, but it's all good. Let's hope Feeney is healthy though and didn't get hurt on that play. As the faceoff is in Creighton D zone.
And it looks like it was won by Kansas. A shot by Johnson. It looked like it hit the blocker of number 30. And the Blue Jays will break it out. It's going to be number 23 with it. He'll drop it over to 18. 18 had a race after it as the puck went away from him a little bit. Now Feeney with it. Feeney lofts that one up. It looked like he was trying to get that one all the way to Johnson, but it took a weird bounce on its way down, and the Blue Jays will take it back. It's going to be number 3, a shot from the hash marks, sailing wide. Now number 5 with it. He'll rip one from the point. Off the rebound. Oh, and a near miss there. Miles getting lucky. He'll jump on top of that one. And a whistle we will get.
Miles with acrobatic moves. Almost slipped in. Thankful for KU we can catch a break right there, as it's still 2-1 with 16:52 left as Feeney goes off the ice. Let's hope his hand is okay. Now his faceoff will be in KU D zone. Let's see if we can get our defense under us.
And it looks like the faceoff was won by Creighton once again. Is Kansas really struggling to have stuff generated from their centers, as it's going to be number 12 with it again. His shot sailing wide, number 35 on it in the corner. Curling around, trying to find 14, a toe drag move, but getting it away with Schubert as the puck's still loose. Schubert down, trying to use his body to get it away, but Jonah Kim will poke it over to Hannigan. Back behind the net, the Blue Jays have it. Trying to curl it around, but it's poked away. Now Hannigan with it. John Hannigan skating it up. He's able to shrug off one man before clearing it into the zone. As number 2 tried to send it back the other way. Kim up to Barker. Barker turns it over, and it's going to be quickly taken away by number 14. He's going to dodge one man. It's a 2-on-1. Back over to 12 and couldn't connect there. Now number 35 for the Blue Jays. Try to curl it around, but Kim was able to poke it away as the Jayhawks cleared it but couldn't get it out. Now it's going to be a battle in front of the net. Great play there by Schubert, getting the puck sent to the corner. That's going to be number 11 for the Blue Jays with it. Griffin Barker able to get it out. Looks like he interfered with a little bit there on the blue line as the Blue Jays dump it back in. It's going to be Roberts coasting around one man for a cross-ice pass over to Griffin Barker. Barker, shot from the point, kicked away there by number 30. As Barker rims it around, trying to find Adler. Adler getting pressured in the corner. There were 3 Blue Jays on him. As Will Vitovka was able to get the puck away. As Vitovka was able to shake off the hit. Creighton dumps it back in. Now Caleb Dusso getting pressured by number 11 on the Blue Jays. A little bit of a battle of the 11s in the corner. The Jayhawks had to move the puck there, or else there was about to be a stoppage. And a nice deflection in front of the net by Blake Hearn prevents Mitch Miles from having to do anything there. Now Vitovka with the puck. He'll wrap it around over to Johnson. Malcolm Johnson curling back around. It looks like he tried to pass it over to Adler. Couldn't connect there. But Caleb Dusso providing great pressure. Adler tried to strip the puck away. Couldn't get full control as number 20 got a little too fancy there. Blake Hearn pokes it away from him with ease. Now number 10 tries to shoot it from a weird angle, but the save will be made by Miles.
14:09 left in the second period. And, Gabe, again, the story of today's game is we cannot get the puck out of our D zone. We're getting pressured all game by Creighton, and it's hard for us to get anything going when we can't get it out of our own blue line. So it'll be interesting to see if we can answer to that, as KU does win the faceoff in our own D zone.
It's going to be Jackson Reed for the Jayhawks, leading the charge on the left wing. He'll chip it to the corner, but going to race for it is Feeney. Instead, Jackson Reed will get there first. Now Reed around to Feeney, tries to throw it to the other corner, trying to find Brandon Fontanetta perhaps, but couldn't connect there. Fontanetta put a little too much power onto that one. The Jayhawks unable to hold the line as Cole Walsh just a couple steps behind the play. Couldn't get there in time. As it's going to be a headman pass and a foot race for the puck, but it looks like Cole Walsh will get there first as Miles came out to play it. Off the boards, trying to find Williams. Williams had it poked away from him by number 20 for the Blue Jays. Now Fontanetta able to wrap the puck around to Feeney, but the Blue Jays win the stick battle and hold it into their zone. As Feeney tried to dump it out. Held in there by number 5. His shot blocked up front. Couldn't find the net there. As the puck was loose to the deep slot, it'll be number 3 sending it back into the corner. Now Walsh from Feeney. Number 3 holding it in for the Blue Jays. Blew a tire there. Well, looks like a couple of fans in the stands wanted to call there for a trip, but they won't get it. Now Feeney with it. Feeney trying to wrap it around over to Reinhardt. Reinhardt. It's going to be a foot race for the puck, but it looks like number 3 got onto it. Over to 5. Up to 22 for the Blue Jays. His shot blocked by Williams up front, as it looks like it caught him in a good part of the knee as he slowly went down there. But either way, it'll be Strahan ripping a shot there. Kicked away there by number 30. Strahan throws it to the other corner, got the puck over to Reinhardt. Reinhardt losing his stick, and it looks like he got held a little bit there. There's a little confusion as where the puck was at, but it's going to be number 2, a saucer pass with a backhand up to number 8. Now number 8 with it on the left wing. He'll take a shot. Miles will kick it away, and Schubert will take it. And a penalty will be called on Creighton.
Looks like number 15 will be headed to the box for Creighton. Because now KU will have a man advantage, 5-on-4. Let's try to tie this game up with 11:53 left in the second. We're waiting on the call from the refs.
So one of the comments we have, so I was correct earlier. Zach Schubert played for Westside on this exact same ice for the last several years, and it was said that Schubert was also one of their best players.
As Creighton gets an early clear with 1:53 left in the penalty for KU.
As Miles was able to use the boards, he got a pass all the way up to Vitopka, who then tried to play it for Barker. Chip back the other way. It'll be Cole Walsh on it. Now over to Caleb Dusso. Dusso finding Vitopka. Vitopka poked off the puck, but he was able to use his body there as it's Caleb Dusso with it now. Dusso curls around. Pressured off the puck, still with control. Diving in to make a play to keep it alive was Cole Walsh, but it's going to be number 18 with it. His shot kicked away there by Miles. And he'll hang on for a whistle.
Great save by Miles as KU still can't get anything going in the offensive zone. There's 1:11 left in this power play for KU. We're up a man, and we really need to capitalize on this. So 11:04 left in the second period. We were down 1. But Miles again just being a brick wall net for us, giving us a chance in this game.
So 2-1 still our score. Creighton with the lead as they've really just had control of this game. As it's going to be number 19 for the Blue Jays. It looks like getting a piece of that saucer pass was number 18, John Feeney. As Malcolm Johnson quickly preventing them from dumping it down. As it's going to be Roberts off the boards. Not sure who he was trying to find there. A little miscommunication from the Jayhawks. As it's going to be Roberts trying to leave it for Johnson. Having it stripped away by Feeney. As Malcolm Johnson with it again, he'll pass it over to Zach Roberts. Roberts, a drop pass over to Ben Williams. Williams shoots one, blocked up front and unable to hold the line was Johnson. It's going to be a foot race for the puck. He'll play it off the boards. Getting it up to Feeney. Feeney. Try to leave it for Williams. And a nice little flutter of the backhand. We'll send that one out.
About 10 seconds left on this power play for KU.
And it looks like Feeney was trying to find Caleb Dusso, who was just going to streak down the center. But instead, it's taken away by number 3 for the Blue Jays. He'll go to the left wing before getting shrugged off the puck there by Malcolm Johnson. A backhand pass by Roberts, who got it to Dusso, then up to Adler. Adler looking for goal number 2, but he's poked away there as the Blue Jays will now get a break of their own. There's number 12. Poke checked away by Johnson. The Blue Jays have to get back on side. They're back to full strength, however. 9:25 left to go. 2-1 still our score. As Roberts with it. As it'll go back over to number 3 for the Blue Jays. Skating it in. Over to number 35. 35, a shot. It looked like it hit the stick of Miles before being thrown to the corner. Now it's going to be Johnson. Sending it out to center. And it looks like Adler got knocked down. As you can just see the physicality ramping up here. As Roberts hit off the puck, he got the pass over to Dusso. As sitting it out was Zach Roberts again. He got this pass up to Alex Adler. Adler waiting. He'll shoot one off the pad of number 30 for the Blue Jays, and it'll go all the way back, and on the puck is now Blake Hearn. Instead, it'll be an icing call.
Great opportunity for Adler. Coaches are begging for a call back there when Adler got taken on before that whole thing. But no call. It's still 5-on-5 hockey with about 8:22 left in the second period.
You can see the frustration from Chase Pruitt trying to ask for an explanation.
Things are getting chirpy down here.
As holding the line there was Hearn. His shot tipped up front by Jackson Reed. Couldn't connect there. Vitopka lost an edge. It's going to be thrown cross ice and racing after it's number 22. Now number 22 with it. A nice net front battle there by Eli Pendleton. Getting in there, trying to use his physicality to help the Jayhawks out a little bit. As it's right up front, Mitch Miles able to cover it up, and it looks like a little bit of pushing and shoving here.
Things are getting chippy and loud here down in Omaha. That was a great save by Miles on a little wraparound attempt. There's 7:37 left in the second period. KU still down a goal. We just need to try to get on offense a little bit more. You know, Creighton has been holding possession this whole entire game since the very beginning, so we need to try to change things up here.
This faceoff is won by Kansas. It's going to be Feeney with it, trying to wrap it around over to Walsh, who then couldn't connect there with Fontanetta. Now over to number 19. Now over to 11. As Feeney with it, tries to wrap it around over to number 30. As it's going to be number 19 for the Blue Jays skating it up. This will dump it into the zone. Mitch Miles coming out to play it. Physical play along the boards as Will Vitopka now. Trying to backhand that one around. Gets it over to Williams. Williams around to Johnson. As it's in Fontanetta down the center with it. Moving left wing before getting pushed off the puck there. Going in to help him out was, I believe that's Johnson, who threw it to the corner, but Creighton now skating it out. As it was tipped by number 23 just right at the blue line. So no icing there. As it looked like 11 faked the shot for the Blue Jays. Skating it down the corner. It's loose as Malcolm Johnson doing anything he can trying to get this one out. As it's thrown to the other side. A nice hit there by Vitopka trying to free the puck up. As it's going to be number 8 with it now. Curling around. Number 8 over to 15, his shot. Looks like he got tipped wide. As now Walsh with it off his skates. Number 11 try to drop it back over to 8. And they'll go all the way back, and it looks like the Jayhawks will use that to get a change. Now over to 15 for the Blue Jays on the left wing before trying to curl through one man, poked away by Walsh. It looked like a headman for Adler, got tipped, no icing. As it's taken away by Feeney. Feeney moving in, tripped down, and it looks like a call will be made.
A very blatant penalty to save the breakaway right there.
And it looks like the ref signaled for a hooking call.
Creighton's doing anything there to stop a breakaway chance. Now with 5:26 left in the second period, KU will be up a man. As it'll be 5-on-4 hockey for KU to try to even this up before the second intermission. KU needs something like this to try to shift the momentum back in their favor. 5-on-4 hockey for 2 minutes with 5:26 left in the second period.
So it looks like the faceoff tied up there by Kansas, but Creighton quickly got possession and sent it down. As it's going to be wrapped around over to Johnson, who finds Feeney. Feeney with a backhand pass over to Kim. Now Kim with it. And it looks like a headman pass was intended for Roberts. And it's going to be number 3 for the Blue Jays who got it. But it looks like it'll be an icing on Kansas. So
the clock is still going right now.
As I think everybody on the other side of the rink was starting to let them know about it. So 4:42.
About a minute 15 left in this power play.
2-1 still the score in favor of Creighton as a shot was blocked up front by Johnson. As number 3 for the Blue Jays with control. They'll skate it back over to number 5. Instead, they'll dump it all the way back down, trying to play the puck with Mitch Miles, but it was a little too wide for him to be able to snag that one. So it's going to be over to Feeney. Feeney tried to dodge the hit, but it's taken away by number 18. His shot, a shorthanded attempt covered up there by Miles.
We cannot just get anything going on offense, even up a man. It's been really difficult for us today. Creighton's defense has been just staggering us all game long. There's about 49 seconds left in this power play for us. I mean, it'd be great if we could at least get a shot attempt going these last 49 seconds. But things have been going. It's looking tough right now with 4:15 left in the second period. Still down 2-1.
So it looks like Kansas won the face-off over to do so. 46 seconds left to go on their power play as they got it up to Ben Williams. Now Duso back with it. Pressured back behind his own net. Over to Williams. Now Ben Williams up on the left wing. He'll get a cross-ice pass over to Cole Walsh. And it looks like Walsh pushed off the puck there by number 18. Will Vitakta trying to race to keep the puck in the zone. Couldn't do so as Miles left it for Vitakta. Now Vitakta. A nice open ice hit right in front of the Creighton bench. As it's going to be over to Barker. Now Barker throws it into the corner. Now to Adler. Adler curling around. Getting hauled down there as Feeney raced in to hold the line. Now Duso. And it looks like they're going to want to call the penalty on Barker. Rather not. The Blue Jays finally touch it, and a whistle will be called. And it looks like an interference penalty coming up against Creighton.
Back-to-back penalties. Things were back at even strength when that penalty happened, so it'll be 5-on-4 and not 5-on-3. It'll be another 2 minutes of 5-on-4 hockey for KU, and let's hope things are better than the first 2 minutes, because Gabe, I'm not sure you were keeping track, but there were 2 shots against us and an icing against us in our own power play. That's something that you don't want to have up a whole man. So let's see if we can get a little bit better on this 5-on-4.
So it'll be number 7 for the Blue Jays heading to the box. As the faceoff is won by Kansas, it's going to be Roberts over to Johnson, back to Roberts. Roberts will shoot one through traffic, and a glove save there by Creighton's number 30.
It's a good shot through traffic right there, trying to get number 30's eyes off the puck. Maybe a little deflection, but still 2-1 with a minute 52 left in this power play.
And the faceoff there won by Creighton. As they try to rim it around the boards, they are able to clear it all the way back. And Miles using the paddle of his stick to stop that one. About 2:45 left to go here in the second period, a rather quick one. As it's going to be number 8. Still with it as he'll curl back around. As it's then wrapped back behind the net over to Roberts. Roberts trying to get the headman pass up to Barker. Thrown back into the corner. Now Roberts with it. Roberts trying to clear it all the way back down, and it looks like Kansas got away with an icing there, but it's going to be a headman pass up over to number 15. 15 going to the backhand, and a nice stick check there. As the Jayhawks really unable to do anything here. This is going to be Johnson with it. Johnson getting it up to Barker. Barker try to send it all the way up over to Feeney, but it's going to go where number 30 will play it. He'll leave it back behind the net for number 19, and it'll go all the way down. Miles comes out to play it, and he'll try to get a headman pass so that goes right to the tape of number 11 for the Blue Jays. Number 11 throwing it back around the boards. Johnson on it. And a nice reverse there. Johnson trying to fight the puck back out, as it's going to be Williams with it. Williams up to do so. Now do so with speed. Curling to the net. Losing control as they'll try to use the boards to send it out. Vitopka with it. Vitopka, one nice move. Going to the backhand, a shot up front, going wide as it was loose in the slot, but the Blue Jays able to get it out. It's going to be number 35 with it. As he'll try a toe drag move for a backhand shot, and he scores. That'll be one for the highlight reel.
You could say that twice. .35 with a backhand beauty over Miles. 3-1 with 52.7 left. And that came right as Creighton was back to full strength. You know, KU had back-to-back power plays, about 4 minutes consecutive of a man up and not able to do anything. And now, right after that, 3-1 Creighton, just like that, with 52 seconds left in the second period. Again, scored by number 35 on Creighton.
So 52.7 seconds left to go here in the second period. Creighton now leading 3-1 as it'll be number 2 for the Blue Jays with it. Trying to send it out, but Jackson Reed got to the puck but lost control. Number 35 for the Blue Jays taking it away, gets it over to number 10 who throws it to the corner, but it's going to be a foot race for the puck, and it looks like Caleb Dusso got there first. Trying to send it out, but it's going to be held in by number 3 who then gets it back over to number 35. Right under the goal line. He'll try a shot. It looked like it hit a few of the guys up front. As it's going to be Hannigan who got it out of the zone. It's going to be tipped down. Jackson Reed really racing after it. Now it'll be number 3 with it. And that'll pretty much do it for the second period of play, as Creighton will skate off with a 3-1 lead. We'll be back in just a little bit for the third and final period of play of Game 1 of the weekend series. I'm Gabe Daniel, joined alongside Richie Obeid. It's a close one here in Baxter Arena. back inside Baxter Arena for the third period of the first game of this 2-game weekend series, where Creighton skates back out with a 3-1 lead, as Kansas looking to really just do anything they can to get back into this one. Looking a little flat-footed. That's one of the things I was talked about.
Yeah, you know, Gabe, really the story of today has been Creighton's possession the whole game and our lack of power play. It's really been killing us today. I mean, we had 4 straight minutes of power play offense. We weren't able to get anything going. Had more shots against us than we had shots on in our own power play. And, you know, that leads to us being down 2 going into this third period. But there's still enough time for us to turn this around, get a win in our first game of this road series against Creighton.
As things finish getting situated. Again, no change to the starting lineup for Kansas. Same story with Creighton. It's going to be Adler at the center with Johnson and Vitopka at the wing.
As we win the faceoff.
It's Juan back over to Duso, who got it in as Johnson left it for Duso. Duso trying to drop it back to the slot. Adler ripping one through traffic and a save there by number 30. So a quick opportunity there for Kansas, just about 14 seconds in or so.
Cannot be mad at all with that first rush. 14 seconds in, a great shot from Adler. Covered up well, but still great to see in the first 14 seconds.
And it looked like this time it was Creighton winning that face-off, as it's going to be wrapped around Caleb Duso trying to hold the line there, but the Blue Jays get it out. Trying to dive and block that pass was Adler, but number 20, a shot covered up there by Miles and held on to for the whistle.
Things are quick coming into this third period. Not even 30 seconds off the clock, already 2 shots, 2 cover-ups as well. Great cover-up by Miles, just stop the puck, get a face-off in our D zone.
So this time the face-off won over to number 15, a shot right to the glove of Miles. Just about 5 seconds after. So another face-off win back over to number 15. This time instead of shooting it, he'll pass it back over to number 19. It looks like the shot went wide as number 8 with it now, trying to drop it back over to number 15. The puck was loose, but getting that one away was Hearn. Going back in to help him out was Adler, as the Blue Jays still with it. And a shot up front. I couldn't tell who tipped that. It looks like it was number 11, making it 4-1 now. It's just a bad bounce.
An absolute wobbler that gets by Miles. Can't really blame him on that one. No one was sure of exactly what happened there, but still wobbled in for now a 3-goal lead for Creighton. About 19:04 left in this third period.
So definitely still a little bit of time left.
But if we want to come back, we need it now. Because number 11 is credited with that goal.
As it's going to be sent back to the corner. Jonah Kim trying to keep it in the zone for Kansas, as it looks like the Jayhawks got away with offsides there. Trying to advance it to the corner was Barker, but the Blue Jays quickly get it back. It's going to be number 3. Curls it around, tries to find it over to number 2, but racing in there was Griffin Barker, a freshman from Wichita, Kansas. It's just going to be number 15, trying to send it out of the zone, but Barker trying to hold the line as much as he can, but it's quickly taken away by number 20. 20, curling down a backhand shot, missing the net there, wrapped around over to number 2. So it's going to be Walsh trying to get it out of the zone, but over to Ben Williams now. Williams will curl back behind his own net before backhanding it over to Walsh, who is in the other corner. Walsh, a headman pass, and it looked like he was trying to find John Feeney all alone. Shooting one, kicked away there by number 30. As holding the line there was Fontanetta. Couldn't quite get full control of the puck, so number 3 will skate it down for the Blue Jays. As he'll shoot it in, a blocker save there by Miles. Over to Roberts, who then sends Fontanetta, then back around the boards over to Schubert. Schubert Headman trying to find Fontanetta. Rather, that's Strahan out there now. It's going to be number 9 with it. A shot up front off the rebound, 23. Couldn't quite get it. Now getting it away was Roberts. A headman pass trying to find Jackson Reed. Now it's going to be over to Zach Schubert. Schubert skating it up. Losing control and his stick. It gets sent over to Roberts, who tried to backhand it into the zone, but it's back to where Alex Adler will have it now. Adler across to Johnson, who then finds Strahan. The headman pass up to Strahan. Couldn't connect, but he's going to race after it. But getting there first was number 5 for the Blue Jays. As it's going to be taken away, a quick 2-on-1. Caleb Dusso, the lone defenseman for the Jayhawks. 18 shoots one through the 5-hole, and it looks like it squeaks in. So it is now 5-1 Creighton.
It's 16:40 left in the third period. So Miles needs a little help after that goal. He knew that one should not have squeaked in. But sometimes in hockey, things don't go the way you want them to. So now it's 5-1 Creighton. With again 16:48 left in the third period. A lot of this happened last year against Nebraska. No bounces were going our way. But that's just how it is sometimes.
As it's sent back over to Vitopka. Vitopka turned it over, but a shot by number 13 blocked right up front. Goes up and out of play.
There's another stoppage in play with 16:34 left. Face-off will be in KUD zone. As the refs are getting a new puck situated.
As the faceoff is won back over to Malcolm Johnson in the corner. So he tries to wrap it around over to Hearn, who then sent it up to Vitopka. Vitopka across to Johnson. Johnson trying to backhand it into the corner, finding Adler as it was poked loose up front and unable to get the rebound there as the Blue Jays now have a breakout. It's going to be number 17 with it. So he waits. He'll try to get a pass across. Couldn't connect there. As the Jayhawks trying to force it back around. Adler off the boards, trying to get it over to Johnson, who then finds Vitopka down the center. Vitopka shoots one, and it trickles wide. Caleb Dusso trying to find it back over to Slot, as Vitopka has it in the corner. Trying to find Williams, who is just coasting into the zone, but back on it is going to be Griffin Barker. Barker's pass up to Johnson, able to connect. He rips one. It's punched away there by number 30. As it's rimmed around, the Blue Jays unable to get it out of the zone. As it's going to be a shot by Jonah Kim. Covered up there for another whistle.
About 15:20 left in this third period. A line change will be happening for KU. As this faceoff will be in Creighton D zone. And again, just the offense can't get anything going. Nothing's setting up for us, but it's all good. 15:20 left in the third period, down 4.
As it's going to be Feeney trying to wrap it around the boards, but Creighton just able to shut down anything they try. It's going to be number 3 with it. Number 3 walking in, a shot blocked up high, and then it looks like the pot fly will be caught by Mitch Miles.
A candid corner from Miles to catch right there. Just pop up, glove it down, face off in our D zone.
So 5-1 still the score with about 15 minutes left to go here in period number 3. Creighton having all the answers tonight. As it's going to be number 12 with it. So he tries to wrap it around. Looks like John Feeney getting in there, trying to break that up. Shot up front there by number 35. And it'll ride the glass and go all the way back over to number 12. Number 12 off the boards up to number 35. Zach Schubert taking it away, getting things going. Now Schubert back behind the goal line, fighting to get the puck loose, but the Blue Jays take it away. As holding the line there was Roberts. but he got outnumbered there. Now it's going to be Abler with it. Abler dropping it back over to Schubert. Schubert got it out of the zone. Quickly taken away by number 12 for the Blue Jays. His shot hit the glove of Miles and then sent to the corner. As it's going to be Jackson Reed trying to get it away. Jackson Reed on it. He'll wait. He'll try to find it over to Feeney, but it's intercepted there by number 5, who then got it over to 12. 12 over to 6, and a shot saved there by Miles, as he'll have to sprawl out on top of that one, getting us another whistle with 13:43 left to go.
Again, we just cannot get up our D zone, and when we're in center ice, we just have lackadaisical passes that are intercepting. That leads to more carrying rushes. Is another face-off in our D zone with 13:43 left in this third period, down 4.
As it's going to be Caleb Dusso on it for Kansas. Johnson trying to find it over to Pendleton. Shot up front, sent wide. Has number 14 with it. He'll throw it to 20. Number 20 with it, curling around with speed. He'll fake the shot before walking it down even further. Then it's poked away there by Vitopka. Vitopka shakes off one hit. He's going to skate down with speed on the right wing. Vitopka shoots one, and a save there by 30 for another whistle with 13:04 left to go.
13:04 left in this third period. A good shot as we're trying to get any offense going. And Jayhawk fans, if you want a little good news, it looks like our football team is 3-0, 48-30 victory with about a minute left, but it's sealed up. So Jayhawk fans, our football team is 3-0, folks.
And you know that it's just kind of ironic of where we're at right now, being in Omaha, Nebraska, where, you know, kind of a tough time for
Nebraska Husker fans. If Scott Frost is getting fired as well.
It's going to be Ben Williams with it now. He'll skate down center, crossing it over to Feeney. Feeney shooting one, and a save there by number 30 for the Blue Jays.
It's good to see the Jayhawks finally getting some shots up. I mean, it's never too late to finally get shots up, but here we are, making the goalie work for it, making the goalie work for this win, even though he's up 4 right now. Still got to keep him honest back there.
You know, and all it takes is just one for the momentum to surge a different way.
I agree, Gabe.
As it's going to be sent out over to Walsh. Walsh trying to reverse it the other way. Number 8 getting knocked down by Cole Walsh. It's going to be number 15 with it now. Number 8 shooting one, just going high there as number 23 with it. Looks like he tried to play it off the boards, and it looks like Griffin Barker getting tangled up there as he was going to be one of the first ones to the puck. As Fontanetta trying to hold the line, but Zach Roberts backhands it in. Feeney knocking it down, but the Blue Jays taking it away. It's going to be number 19 with it. Crossing the blue line, he'll curl around the net, looking for an open man. Trying to pass it on the back door, just bounces off the stick of number 23. And it looks like Reinhardt using the body there. Got the puck over to Fontanetta. Fontanetta's pass up to Reinhardt. Reinhardt couldn't catch it. And it looks like number 15 with it now. Try to pass it over to number 18 for the Blue Jays. Now it's going to be Zach Roberts with the puck for the Jayhawks. Roberts from behind his own net. He'll try to get the headman pass up over to Strahan. Now it's going to be number 3 for the Blue Jays with it. Over to 15. As it's poked away there by Fontanetta. As it was right at his feet. Fontanetta shooting one. Kicked away there by number 30. Now it's going to be number 17. Cutting down with speed. A poke check there by Blake Hearn. As the puck right on the leg pad of Mitch Miles will be covered up for a whistle.
I'm not sure if Miles knew exactly where they deflected, but happy for him. He looked down. It's right on his pad for an easy cover-up. 10:59 left in this third period. There's not been a Jayhawk goal since the first minute of the first period. So we're looking to get the score back to even numbers for us.
It's going to be number 2, a shot from the point. It's loose up front. It looks like it'll be back around the net as Johnson able to tip it out. And it's going to go all the way back where number 3 will have to chase it. His cross-ice pass to number 2. Back over to number 3. As it'll go all the way back down for an icing, this time with 10:35 left to go here in period number 3.
Face out coming in with Creighton D zone. Let's see if we can get our offense started or something from here.
So the face-off won by the Blue Jays once again. It's going to be number 3, trying to send it around to number 2, who then left it up for 17. Then Walsh getting upended there in front of the bench. He was able to at least clear the puck back the other way. As it's going to be Ben Williams, able to poke the puck away, but then number 3 will pick it up. As it's left for number 9, and it looks like the Blue Jays were just a tad offside.
Looks like number 18 was not able to stay onside for Creighton.
They'll get a change going, but Kansas going with their first line of forwards, and it's going to be Ben Williams and Cole Walsh back at defense. The faceoff is won by Kansas over to Johnson, who played it off the boards just a little too strong there as the Blue Jays got it right back. As it's going to be number 13 with it. Number 13 with speed, curling around the net as he's getting heavily pressured there. Kansas doing anything they can to get it out. Looks like Roberts was on it, but it's quickly taken back away as it's backhanded by Williams. And it looks like Miles will cover it up for a whistle.
A lot going down right by Miles. Lucky for him again. He looks down and there's the puck for another stoppage with 9:38 left in the third period. KU still down 4. Now, if we want to try to mount any comeback, it's second goal needs to be soon. It needs to be fast. Their face-off in our D zone.
Is this one over to Barker? Barker, a headman pass up to Feeney. Feeney trying to get through one man, but quickly poked off. As it's going to be Barker battling in the corner, try to wrap it around over to Kim, but it looks like getting there to hold the line with Zach Schubert. Now Kim getting pressured. He was able to kick it over to Feeney. Feeney to Schubert. Schubert ripping one through the point, poked away there by the goaltender number 30. Now Barker up to Feeney, and a one-time shot just sent wide. As the Blue Jays able to send it all the way back, it'll be Roberts on it. Roberts off the boards over to Feeney. Feeney spinning it around, trying to find Hearn, but Jonah Kim was able to help him out there with getting it out. As it's going to be up over to Barker across to Feeney. Feeney waiting, a shot punched away there by number 30. As number 35 unable to catch the pass. It's tipped into the zone by number 20. Now it'll be Blake Hearn with it. Hearn had to stop and make a move real quick. He tried to get a headman pass up to Reinhardt. It looks like the Blue Jays wanted an icing called there, but they're not going to get it. Now it's going to be number 20 on the wing with it. Poked away there by Hearn. Hit off the puck there by Reinhardt. It's going to be number 11 curling back. Now a pass up over to number 35. His pass poked away by Blake Hearn. Now over to Race Reinhardt. Reinhardt able to dodge a hit, lost control of the puck, but Caleb Dusso got it right back. Dusso across to Hearn. Blake Hearn with it. Back to Caleb Dusso. His pass over to Reinhardt. Reinhardt able to poke it into the zone. He'll race for it in the corner. As the Blue Jays take it away, it'll be number 35 now. 35 on the right side before passing it over to 23 at center, who's going to curl to the right wing. A shot in the slot. It looks like Miles will come up with the save once again.
Great point-blank save from Miles right there, where he just covered it up. Again, Creighton is just coming very fast. They're not slowing down. They are keeping their foot on the pedal with 7:31 left in the third period. So KU is trying to get anything going to try to get a second goal in this game, as Creighton wins the faceoff in our D zone.
And it's passed over to the point. Number 11 fumbled it a little bit. He'll have to regroup as his team has to get back on side. as it's going to be at the feet of Malcolm Johnson. Still not sure where it was at. He's able to at least leave it ahead to Alex Adler. Adler trying to drop it back over to Vitopka. Vitopka still keeping it into the zone as Adler with it now. Passing over to Walsh. Walsh rips one for the point. It's tipped up front as Vitopka wrapped it around the boards. And it looks like getting there to hold the line is Caleb Dusso. Dusso quickly stripped of the puck there by number 23, and a penalty will be called on number 11. As it's going to be sent up over to Pendleton. Penalty called, and it looks like Dusso will head off for, I believe it's going to be a hooking call.
I think you are right, Gabe. I think he did hook right there. Trying to fight for the puck. Hooking is the call. As Caleb Dusso will be in the sin bin for 2 minutes now.
So Creighton up by 4 as they have a chance on the power play. As it's going to be wrapped around. Now number 15 with it. Moving around one man. So we'll try to get it over to number 35. That pass over to 15, rips one, and Miles with a glove save there.
A great save by Miles on a point-blank shot. A river from the middle, about a minute 41 left in this power kill for KU. This is a good chance for KU to start working on things, work on their PK unit. This is about 6:20 left in the third period. Creighton still up 4.
And it looks like a little bit of tangled up play there, but it looks like number 8 will finally come up with it. His shot from the point looks like it was blocked up front as it's sent back around. It's number 11, a crossover to 20, finding 35 on the back door, but Miles able to get it. It's still loose and thrown to the corner as the Blue Jays will still have possession. Number 11 fakes the shot. He'll wait. He'll pass it back over to 35. Now 15 over to 20 on the back door. Couldn't connect on the shot, and they'll have to regroup. And another shot just sailing high as number 11 for the Blue Jays lost control as Feeney was able to fight it out. Instead, it will remain onside on the back door. Number 35 couldn't connect there. And it looks like a shot right in front of Mitch Miles. Will be covered up.
Another save for Miles with 38 seconds into his PK. It looked like Creighton might have got away with an offside call, but nevertheless, we have a face-off in our own D zone with 38 seconds left in this PK until Caleb Dusso is out of the sin bin. About 5:17 left in this third period. It's now the street lights and Omaha, Nebraska are shining through these windows as KU is able to clear it down.
As number 30 will play it up over to number 5. 5:06 left to go here. 5-1 still the score. As it's going to be number 9 with it over to 3. So he'll curl back to the hash marks before passing it over to number 5. Cross over to, I believe that's 18 with it. Over to 3. His shot sailing high. And you can see the little frustration there as he almost had that one. It's going to be number 9 with it. Over to 5. A shot through traffic, and it's going to be sent wide. It's number 9 with it again. A backhand shot up front. Turned aside there by Miles. Number 18. Short side attempt off the shoulder of Miles again. Number 3 blasts one, but it's tipped up. Going over the net. It'll be number 9 with it again. Hit off the puck there by Malcolm Johnson. He'll curl it back around. Now Johnson on it for the Jayhawks, getting pressured, and everyone's going to run to the corner to help him out. Now number 23 for the Blue Jays, back to 5. His shot from the point going high. It rides the glass around over to number 3, who then just rims it around. 3:50 left to go, 5-1 still to score as it's intercepted there by Adler. Adler across over to Johnson. Johnson trying to find Adler again, but it's going to be taken away by number 3 for the Blue Jays. He'll skate it in. He'll curl back around, not liking what he saw. It's going to be John Feeney going in. Back over to number 14. To number 9 in the corner. Feeney takes it away. And it looks like he was trying to pass it to Adler, but instead it'll just be a dump. 3:10 on the clock. 5-1 still our score. His plays really slowed down within the last 5 minutes or so here. It's going to be Blake Hearn. It's thrown right to the bench, and we'll get a stoppage with just under 3 minutes left to go.
Our first stoppage in about 2.5, 3 minutes to go. 2:57 left in the third period. Still 5-1 is the score. You know, another face-off in our D zone. That's been the story of tonight. Face-offs in our D zone, sloppy play, offense not getting their feet under them. But it happens early in the season. That's where you work out all the kinks.
As it's going to be intercepted there by Fontanetta, who tried to get it out of the zone. Fontanetta getting it over to Barker. Now Barker on the right wing, he'll just throw it in. And almost got sent into the Creighton bench, and you can sort of hear the reaction from them.
A little unnecessary play by number 13 on Creighton. About 2:43 left in this game. A 4-goal game. I don't think you should be sending players over the opposing side's bench. But face off in middle ice.
It's going to be number 30. The goaltender playing it back over to number 14. And they'll get the pass up over to number 17. Over to Hearn. Hearn getting it over to Fontanetta, who then has it stripped away by number 13. Number 13 for the Blue Jays really going to work there. It's just going to be a battle in the corner. Now Dusso with it. Took it away. Now Caleb Dusso on the left wing gets around 14, but couldn't win the race to the puck as he threw it to the corner. As it was Fontanetta unable to hold the line there, as number 35 has it again. Skating with number 7. Back over to 35, and a backhand shot, and he scores, making it 6-1 with about 1:46 left to go.
Another backhand goal by number 35, Creighton. He loves going to that backhand on shifty plays. It's another goal for him, second goal of the game. There's not much Miles can do on that, a 2-on-1 breakaway. It's 1:46 left in the third period. Again, 6-1 Creighton. It's now KU just trying anything to just get out of this game, get back to the locker room, get ready for tomorrow's game. As Creighton wins the faceoff.
It's going to be number 19 with it. Has it stripped away by Vitopka as he tried to find it over to Adler, who tried a wraparound shot. Couldn't connect there as Vitopka with it again. Vitopka around over to Schubert. Schubert back to Adler in the corner. Now to Johnson. As it's passed back over to Adler, and it looks like a stoppage here. And I'm going to assume that it's a penalty on Creighton here with just under 2 minutes left to go. So Kansas will finish out the game on the power play. As
it looks like the call was cross-checking on number 11 for Creighton. As Gabe said, we'll be on the power play to end this game.
It's going to be number 19 with it, as he's hit against the boards by Alex Adler. Losing control of the puck there was number 35, but the Jayhawks unable to gain possession, as it's going to be Walsh with it. Walsh trying to curl around the other way. Griffin Barker going in to help out Walsh, who was getting pressured in the corner by himself, but the Blue Jays will skate it out. It's going to be number 19 with it. And then a big hit there in the corner by Will Vitopka, as it's going to be around over to Barker. who gets it across to Adler, over to Duso. Duso ripping one, kicked aside there by number 30. Barker unable to put home the rebound. 30 seconds left to go as Duso has it now for the Jayhawks. Duso, fans on the pass, and it looks like it'll ride the glass, and it'll go over to number 35. Poked away there by Will Vitopka. Vitopka left it for Walsh. About 13 seconds left to go, and Kansas will go for one last rush. As looks like Walsh just chipped it right to the corner, and that'll do it for the game. As Creighton will take this one 6-1. And a little bit of words being exchanged at the end by, I think, Alex Adler, number 20 for Creighton. Either way, that does it for tonight, where Creighton, again, takes this one 6-1. We'll be back bright and early tomorrow for an 8 a.m. puck drop. Again, I'm Gabe Daniel, joined alongside Richie Obaid. We will talk to you guys tomorrow morning.
Thank you.